All right, what's going on, guys? We're back at it with another NFL prop first look for the Sunday, January 14th slate. So, in case you haven't noticed in the last video, I have the same outfit on. Most likely not going to be able to record tomorrow night, so I just said, screw it, I'll just make two separate videos now. Plus, we can get somewhat of an edge for these two props for tomorrow. So, I'll show it again just in case you didn't see it in the last video. So Stochastics Pick'em Pro Tool, you can sort them by, what league when there's NHL or NBA. Sort them by over, unders. Um, I'll just refresh it really quick so it shows you. So I have it ranked based off of win percentage. So total pass completions under 25 and a half for Goff. He's only projected for 22, 63% chance to win. So you can definitely use this to your advantage. And as you can tell, it likes a lot of unders. I did find two props that I liked for the over, but I mean, definitely a good tool to use. You can sort them by over under, kind of like I just said. So I'll put the link in the description if anyone wants to try it out. At least try it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then oh well, cancel your subscription and then you're all good. So, kind of like I always say, prize picks, underdog, sleeper, parlay play, bet them straight or parlay on the sports books, whatever you prefer. So, the first prop we're going to go with is David Montgomery over 55 and a half rushing yards. Stochastic has him projected for 66.9. Um, The Rams ranked 12th against the rush this year. The one thing I was just kind of thinking about this is I know that they use Jahmyr Gibbs a lot, mix and match with Montgomery, but Montgomery is like the main guy. I know they mix and match them and they try to get Gibbs more involved. There's something in me that's telling me that Montgomery is going to get a lot more of the shares than I believe people realize. And that's not a knock towards Gibbs, but it's playoffs time. I mean, I do think too Gibbs will be good at, catching balls in the backfield. They do screens and whatnot, but I think this is a good spot for Montgomery. It's minus 115 on DK. Over under is 51 and a half. Detroit is favored by 3 points. He usually gets a pretty decent workload too. I wonder if they have it 13 rushing attempts. So if he can get a little bit more than that and break off a run, we'll be good. So actually, for this next guy, I forgot to find his projection, but yeah, all right. So in case you couldn't tell, because I wanted to give you guys stochastics projection. Najee Harris over 59 and a half. So you kind of see how easy that was to find it. So Kasich has him projected for 65.7 rushing yards. He's been doing pretty well the last few weeks. I'm not really taking that into consideration, but just kind of showing like, hey, like I feel like every year we always like, okay, this is Najee Harris's breakout year, and he runs like 2 miles an hour and gets tackled. Um, there is one thing though. The wind in Buffalo is going to be around 50 miles an hour. So it's a bad script for the passing game. And I don't know if you guys saw it too, but the Bills organization is asking for people to come out and shovel the snow Saturday night. And they are paying them, giving them food, and making sure that they stay warm, which is awesome because a lot of people can just make decent money just working it all day. But yeah, the wind is supposed to be 50 miles an hour. This kind of takes me back to the game where Mac Jones threw the ball like four times and Ramondre Stevenson was just getting all the carries. I can't remember who else, but there was like that type of game. It seems like this is going to be that type of game as well. Obviously, they're going to mix in Jalen Warren. I don't know how many passes are going to be thrown this game. Um, Buffalo ranks 15th against the rush. Doesn't scare me with the weather conditions. This prop is minus 135 on DraftKings. Buffalo is 9-point favorites, and the over-under is 33 and a half. So, kind of like I said, this is more so based on weather conditions, and he's going to get a bunch of carries. So, kind of the same thing with Montgomery. Let's see what rushing attempts if it's got it. Nope, it doesn't. Of course not. Um, but kind of the same thing like Montgomery. The rushing attempts are going to be there. If they can just break off a decent run, then we're good. So we're just going to lock that in at $10, and that'll just about do it. So, like I always say, guys, prize picks, underdog sleeper, parlay play, bet them straight on the sports books, or parlay them on the sports books if you really like. Good luck tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the next one.